Hello everyone, this is Thunderan, and here we are at Helm's Deep, just in the morning after the Battle of the Hornburg. But well, let's go to Thunderan. So we use the map we got at the end of the last video. Let's use the map to rally to Thunderan's front. There we go. Here we are at the king. Slide here. It's a session play. You have survived the long night standing before the walls of the Hornburg. It's time to take your prize. At last, the horseman must fall. Here we go, play as an orc. Here we go, I'm an orc. The night is almost over, but we will trade them. These horsemen have no threats to safety. We will get over the walls and eat the hearts of every last one of them. Today, we feast. Now get back in line, orc. Out of life form. Not on for death. It will never be our turn. The boys in front will do all the killing, and our swords don't even have a trouble from them. That ain't where I came from. Okay, let's stay here. Should just leaving my boss will hear you. We run blood, we run blood. Blood, blood. What's that noise? We ride for Rohan! You all woke up. What's this? Trees? Where are the trees here? No one's defeated. Give up your fight, Minions of the Night. The day comes. Isengard will long regret this folly, Legolas. Give it up, friend. You have lost. Rohan! Rohan! This way has been taken by the cursed man. With the dawn comes renewed hope for Rohan. Blessed elf has blocked the way. But where does these streets come from? This forest was not here before, was it? Ah. Well, that was the instant I actually had to die. So yeah. We have done it! Rohan is safe at last. For a while, that is. Many heroes fought and died this night, but many survived as well. You have shown legendary strength and loyalty to my peoples, and fought with the zeal of Helm Hammerhand himself. I honor you, friend to the Helmingus and Earlingus alike. Hammerhands. I think I have to go back to there because I have to do this in the dawn. In the sunrise. Before dawn, after midnight. I think here we were. The sunrise. There we go. Yeah, that's right. A lot of people have died, as you can see. One of the 4 riders has died. A lot of soldiers who died. The most died on the Deeping Wall. You've seen it. It's a sad day. But they fought for Rohan. They haven't died for nothing. are the bodies of the Uruks and the Orcs who died. The wall is broken. This is the siege weapon. Hey, this is the siege weapon I destroyed. Cool. Oh. Where are they, I guess? There's Helm's Deep. Still stands.
Fortune was with us this day.
I came out upon the wall to see the dawn, and the orcs mocked me. They did not know their doom was at hand. They jeered me and threw stones, but I despaired not. I spoke to Thunderan of one last ride through the gates, and he saw the glory in it. But I knew the sight of the king riding forth would give to his people the fire they needed. I do not know what man blew the horn of Helm Hammerhand, but it filled our foes with terror, especially the wild men of Dunland. They thought Helm came again among the living. Who is to say he did not?
The orcs fled before us into the wood, but from whence came this sorcerous forest?
We have seen victory this day, Thunderan. The Erlingers rode forth from the gates, driving orcs and wild men before them. I've never been so proud of my people as when they charged beside me into the mass of our foes. Many brave warriors perished this night, but the glory that is theirs can never be taken away. Rohan lives still because of their courage. The orcs fled before us, but they knew not what to make of the forest that lies now at Helm's Dyke. Gandalf may know, for it seems a thing of sorcery. I know only that the wood is no friend to the orcs, for none that passed that way have emerged. Good. Gandalf.
Do you see the forest over yonder? That is no doing of mine.
I'm glad to see you survive the night, my fortunate friends. Thunderan too has had a turn of fortune, though he may not realize its true extent. Do you see the forest already? That's no doing of mine. Those trees were brought here by a power much older than my own, and much greater in its own way. Thunderan calls it sorcery, but name it not that. Name it rather a power that bodes ill for orcs and all others who harm the natural order of things. Someone should fear this power. I believe he has already come to know his mistake, but we will learn the truth of this later. For now, celebrate the ally that arrives in time and the courage of friends. The day brings with it the drawing of hope for Rohan. To go to Ilma.
Even the memory of Helm Hammerhand fills these Dunlandings with fear.
Most of the Dunlanding warriors cast down their weapons when horn of Helm Hammerhand rang through the deep thunder. Even his memory is enough to fill them with fear. I'm having some difficulty convincing these warriors that their lives will be spared. I think Saruman painted for them a picture of my people rather different than the reality.
The horsemen burn their captives alive. Solomon saw it with his sorceries.
The Dunleading warrior stares at you with fear in his eyes. I know what the horsemen do to their captives, and I will not let that happen to my man. This Robert says they will be spared, but how can I trust this man who weighs the value of a horse above that of his own children? The horsemen burn the captives alive and feed upon the dead. Simon saw it in his sorceries. You assure the Dunleading warrior it is simply one more lie of Saruman's, and the humorous is a man of honor. The warrior's fear abates slightly, but it will take some more time before he is at ease. In time, your lies of Saruman will be proven to be falsehoods. You leave Eomer to his charges. Now I have to go to the elf and the dwarf. There they are.
You stand before a victorious dwarf, friend.
The battle is ended, and so is my contest with Legolas. Gimli laughs irritably. You were quite a help within the caves, my friend, and I thank you for the aid. The fighting was thick, and the outcome was not certain, but we triumphed. And now the light of day banishes the fear of the night. I'm glad we are here to see it.
Dawn brings with it an end to our struggle, for now. Joyful sunrise.
Legolas grins at Gimli and nods his head respectfully. Gimli has won a little competition, for his tally exceeds mine by 1. I begrudge him not the contest, for I was very worried when the fighting drove him back to the caves, and none seemed to know his fate. But he tells me you were a staunch ally, Thunderan, and I thank you for it. Doubtless, you softened some of his foes as well, and helped him win our competition. I forgive you for it, my friend. It was said only in jest, for the light of this morning seemed more ripe for jesting than any we have seen of late. Well, let's return to Gandalf.
The battle is over, and Theoden has emerged into the sunlight and victory.
The orcs have been defeated, if not by blade, then by powers older than the kingdom of Eorl. The warriors of Dunland have fallen or fled, and those that remain have thrown down their weapons. We will soon need to travel to Isengard, there to see what will become of Saruman now that his army is defeated and his treacherous gold slain now. But for now, there is the work of recovery to be done. We will nurse our wounds and tend our fallen, and see what must be done in the deep and in the ravaged fields of Rohan. I will call for you when the time has come to set our sights upon Isengard and Saruman.
Now we must look to the future.
The battle is won, my friend. Now you must look to the future. The design of Saruman has been ruined, not by any spell or magic, but by the stout hearts of the Rohirrim and the swift speed of Shadowfax. Gandalf noticed the study of the curious trees beyond the dike. Ah, that forest is no magic of mine, Thunderan. A power much older than my own drives it to be here, and I could not have hoped for a more timely arrival than this. He hands you a number of poultices. Before we can proceed, we must attend to the herds of of those injured during the battle. These poultices will bring them some measure of relief. Speak with the king and see if he has need of such treatment, and then do what you can for the wounded. Yep, I got completed the Helm's Deep pack actually, but let's go on because
We have seen victory this day, but our work is not ended.
we have earned a brief respite only, and must take steps to ensure the safety of the mark without much pause. King sees a bundle of poultices in your hand and shakes his head. I'm fine, Thunderan. I've suffered bruises only, and the strength of my fathers has kept me from sustaining grievous injuries. Many of my men will have need of that healing. Bring those packets to them and see to their hurts. Look to 4 men with swift horses and command them to ride through all corners of the mark with news of what happened at the Hornburg. I want every vale in the Riddermark to have tidings of our victory, and to send the strongest fighters to either us by the 2nd day of the full moon. After you have exhausted the poultices, the riders have set forth, find Akenbrand, and give him my thanks for his timely arrival. Without these men, the sun might have risen on a different day for Rohan. I will leave at once. Ah, thank you very much. My odds are much improved. I wish I could deliver the king's message, but my horse is sick. I will be fine. My wounds are not very severe. Take a look where more men are. Oh, there's more men. Thank you very much for the treatment. I will be fine. My wounds are not very severe. Ah, thank you very much. My odds are much improved. I will bring Thunderan's kings command throughout West Rohan. My horse is old and slow. I can't deliver the king's message. I will get my horse and leave at once. Install 2 Alcatraz.
We have wrested victory from the very claw of Saruman.
This is a proud day for the riders of the Mark, Thunderan. Even as he thought, this triumph assured, The House of Hero is stronger than he supposed. Despite thrice cursed, regent, and the whispers of fate that have been altered throughout the mark, fear the king has fight in him still, and thus his sister son Helm. Ackerman strikes his shield with the side of his sword and cries, "Victory for the Earlings!" Prayer is answered from others of the rowary throughout the field. After a moment he turns again to you with a smile. "We have put the Dunlandings to work, Thunderan, howling away the bodies of the orcs and cleaning the field of the battle. Any who take a solemn vow not to cross the fords in war ever again will have the forgiveness of our king."
It will be a few hours before we ride for the Ring of Isengard and its evil master.
Gandalf has decided to ride to Isengard to confront Sauron, and my uncle has determined he should ride with him. Some of us will go as well, but first we have need of rest. It will be a few hours before we ride for the Ring of Isengard and its evil master, and all of us toiled greatly during the night. Find deal wine inside the Hornburg. He has begun to arrange bedrolls for those seeking to rest for the journey. Let's go back in the deep. Clear wine.
I will tell you the tale of Hama's heroic stand, if you will hear it.
This day brings a new dawn for Rohan, but not without cost. Many friends and kinsmen came to their ends during the long night on the wall, and its minstrels sad duty to remember the names and the tales. Hema, the Dole-Ward of Theoden, fell before the Hornburg. Without his valiant efforts, the gate would have surely have been breached, and the king slain before he could ride to victory. I will tell you the tale of Hema's heroic stand, if you will hear it. Well, let's do that next episode. Let's end up here. If you have enjoyed, the rating is much appreciated. Other than that, you could just subscribe. We will see you next time. We will ride to Isengard.